Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Vietnam Stock Market Opportunities. It's an honor to have the opportunity to address such a distinguished audience. And if you want to open a legal trading account, please contact us with the email Vietnamstockmarket.entry@gmail.com, Telegram Vietnamstockmarket.entry, with the phone number is 8491-432-6556. Or you can also scan the two QR code on the screen so that we can support you. And the other way to contact with us is please follow and subscribe to channel name Areca Capital Channel. The owner of this YouTube channel is Areca Nguyen. She's a personal financial advisor and a Viet Capital Securities stockbroker manager. You can contact her with the email home.nguyen@vcsc.com.vn, with the phone number is 8491-432-6556. We always welcome you to our office on the 11th floor, 109 Trường Đạo Street, Hoàn Kiếm District, Hà Nội, Vietnam. And today I'm going to share with you about Vietnam Strategy 2023. Let's continue with the bank's uncertainties remain, but valuations are attractive. Now we come to the capital raising plans. At the beginning of 2022, 5 banks in our coverage universe announced or reiterate their intentions to raise new equities through private placements. BID, VCB, VPB, MBB, and LPB. In December 2022, shareholders approved HDB's plan to issue intentional convertible bonds amounting to $500 million in 2023-2024 forwards. However, no bank completed its capital raising plan in 2022, which we attribute to 1, the issues in corporate bonds and the real estate sector that led to the correction of the stock market, and 2, the uncertainty of the global economy hindering capital raising activities. We expect capital raising activities will start to resume in 2023 forward and currently model for VCB, VPB, MBB, and LPB to raise new capital through private placements with an estimated total issuing value of 68 trillion Vietnam dong, $2.9 billion in 2023 forwards, 2024 forwards. Capital raising plans in 2022-2024 forwards. BID target investors under public offerings, individuals and domestics, and international institutions. Under private placement, domestic and international institutions. Transaction method, public offering or private placement. VCB, institutional investors. Transaction method, a private placement. HDB, target investors. Institutional investors. Transaction method, international convertible bonds. HDB, institutional investors, international convertible bonds. VPB, foreign investors, private placement. MBB, private placement. Vital, private placement. LPB, institutional investors, private placement. The foreign trading and valuations. After net foreign selling in the first 2 months of 2022, foreign investors returned to net buying in the broader market since March 2022, with the strongest net foreign buying occurring from the beginning of November when the VN index approached a one-year low of 874 on November 16, 2022. As of the 13th December, foreign investors net bought 26.8 trillion Vietnam dong, 1.1 billion US dollar in the broader market. Foreign investors have consistently net bought bank stocks since the beginning of 2022 and have cumulatively net bought 9.3 trillion Vietnam dong, 395 million US dollar worth of non-FOL food bank stocks under our coverage as of the 30th December 2022, led by STB and CTG at 4.6 trillion Vietnam dong, 194 million US dollar, and 3 trillion Vietnam dong, 128 million US dollar respectively. We view current valuations as attractive as banks in our coverage universe are trading at one standard deviation below their 6-year average showing PB multiple. In addition, Bloomberg's consensus median 2023 forward PB is 0.96 times compared to our consensus 2023 forward ROE of 18.6%. Therefore, we believe foreign investors could continue net buying in their banking sector in 2023. Cumulative YTD net foreign trading in the VN index and FOL available bank stocks 2022 share price performance. There was a discrepancy between SOE banks and private banks' share price performance in 2022, in which the former outperforms the broader market by 30 PPTs, while the latter underperformed the broader market by 2 PPTs on a 12-month basis. We attribute this pattern mainly to the risk aversion regarding real estate and corporate bond exposure, as the SOE banks have relatively low exposure to corporate bonds and real estate. Topics. Based on a one-year investment horizon, our topics are TCB, VPB, MBB, and STB. This stock offers some of the highest projected returns based on our end 2023 target prices. As of the 30th December 2022, we believe the market has substantially discounted valuations for TCB, VPB, and MBB, given their relatively high exposure to corporate bonds and real estate. As corporate bonds due to mature in the next few quarters will be the highest in Q3 2023, according to the VMBA. We expect the current uncertainty regarding liquidity issues should be substantially reduced at least by Q2 2023. Therefore, the implicit discounting of this bank's share prices should ease. We believe the current valuations of these banks are attractive due to their robust performance and strong growth outlooks. Meanwhile, STBs has low loan exposure to real estate developers. 2.1% of gross loans as of Q2 2022 and zero exposure to corporate bonds as of Q3 2022. In addition, SGB is reaching the end of its restructuring period. As a result, we expect fading pressure from clearing legacy assets to boost the bank's earnings in 2023 forward and beyond. For investors who prefer a defensive stock amid current uncertainties, we recommend VCB. VCB is well positioned to tackle economic uncertainties thanks to its strong provisioning buffer and healthy balance sheets backed by a high-quality customer base and conservative loan disbursement approach. It also has low exposure to corporate bonds and loans to real estate developers. In addition to its defensive characteristics, we also see growth drivers at VCB from potential higher credit growth that appears from rehabilitating a distressed credit institution and bank insurance. We currently have a buy rating for VCB with the TP target price of 96,700 Vietnam dong per share. Vietnam Prosperity Joint Stock Commercial Bank, VP Bank, HSX, Ho Chi Minh Stock Exchange VPB buy rating with target price of 27,000 Vietnam dong per share. We view VPB as a well-capitalized bank in a settled Hungary. Foreign new capital assets had the second lowest financial leverage under our coverage as of Q3 2022. We believe VPB is heading for the upper tier of CAR levels in our coverage universe via the entry of strategic investors in 2023 forward. However, we believe a strategic investors will offer not just fresh equity capital, but also an opportunity to increase interbank foreign exchange deposits, liabilities side, and align interests between the operation of FEC and the parent bank, in turn bolstering CASA by banking more customer via digital banking platform UBank, which should broaden strategic growth opportunities for VPB and lower credit cost as the bank diversifies its credit exposure. In addition, VPB is one of the most attractive banks in our coverage. In raising offshore funding assets raised around 1.25 billion US dollar of offshore loans in 2022, which we believe reduced the pressures on the bank to attract long-term customer deposits and issue costly valuable papers to support its medium and long-term funding. In our view, VPB will continue to receive preferential credit quotas in the future given its 1. Strong capital, 2. Involvement in supporting a weak credit institution, and 3. Commitment in financing loans that aim to support social development. We expect higher pressure on credit costs in the next 2 years due to VPB's sizable exposure to real estate, corporate bonds, and customer finance. However, we think a well-capitalized bank like VPB will be able to cope with upward pressure on credit costs from the currently unfavorable economic conditions. They're acquiring the former incarnation of VP Bank's Securities JSC, which is ASC Securities JSC, and OPES Insurance Company, a non-life issuer. We believe VPB will expand its ecosystems and create more cross-selling opportunities to bolster its NFI. VPB is currently trading at our 2023 forwards PB of 1.9 times compared to the Saturday median at 1 times. Vietnam, sorry, Vietnam Technological and Commercial Joint Stock Bank, Techcombank, Ho Chi Minh Stock Exchange TCB by rating with target price of 44,500 Vietnam dong per share. As the pioneer bank in Vietnam launching a zero fee program, TCB successfully built up its CASA ratio to the highest level in the banking system, 46.5% as of Q3 2022. We expect that TCB will be able to maintain a high CASA ratio of around 44% to 45% in the next 3 years because one, around 60% of the CASA comes from retail customers that should be stickier than corporates. And two, it has a high portion of affluent customers in its customer base, thereby allowing TCB to maintain a low COF relative to peers. A low COF should support TCB's ability to competitively price loans and follow the bank to shift to SMEs if the real estate market comes under severe pressure. In addition, while TCB has high exposures to corporate bonds and the real estate markets, it also has a prudent provision buffer. If a Q3 2022 LLR of 165% as compared to the peer median of 142.6% and the highest CAR in our coverage universe of 15.7% as of Q3 2022 to overcome short-term headwinds in our view. TCB's share price has decreased 48.3% in 2022. We view TCB's current valuation as attractive as the bank currently trades at a trailing PB of 0.84 times, which is close to 2 standard deviations below its 4-year average trailing PB. Military Commercial Joint Stock Bank, MB Bank, Ho Chi Minh Stock Exchange, MBB, by rating with target price of 27,300 Vietnam dong per share. We view MBB's current valuation as attractive given its strong growth profile along with its strong provision buffer. We expect MBB's strong provision buffer will have to absorb an increase in credit costs resulting from one, higher interest rates, two, a slowdown in production and trade activities, and three, potential refinancing difficulties for real estate developers and other corporate bonds issuers. MBB also has the most diversified ecosystem among our coverage, including life and non-life issuers, consumer finance, a securities company, and fund and assets management companies that create cross-selling opportunities in our view. In addition, MBB has demonstrated success in innovating its banking apps and attracting new customers. We believe the rising rate environment will continue to pressure MBB's CASA ratio in 2023 forward. Therefore, we forecast a 1.3 ppt year-over-year decrease in MBB's CASA ratio to 38.8% in 2023 forward. However, this is still among the high and in our coverage. We assume MBB will receive a higher than average credit quota in the forecast period due to its supporting a weak credit institution. MBB is currently trading at a 2023 forward PE of 0.8 times compared to the Saturn medium at 1 times. Saigon Tuneding Commercial Joint Stock Bank, Sacombank, STB buying rating with target price of 29,800 Vietnam dong per share. STB owns one of the strongest network franchises among its private peers. The main objective of the bank over the last 7 years has been to clear legacy assets related to its merger with Vietnam Southern Bank in 2015, either through collateral sale and order provisioning. We have seen positive progress in resolving legacy debts at STB, thus increasing our conviction in the bank's restructuring story. Specifically, STB successfully lowered its legacy assets from 87 trillion Vietnam dong, equivalent to 23.7% of total assets in 2007, to 16.8 trillion Vietnam dong, equivalent to 3.1% of total assets as of Q2 2022 based on our estimation. We expect STB to finish its restructuring plan by the end of 2023 due to our expectation for successful collateral sales in the year. That's related to Fangfu Industrial Park and the 32.5% stake in STB pledged as collateral in favor of VAMC. We believe STB's earnings will soar after its restructuring period. We currently forecast STB's net profit after tax to increase at a CAGR of 41.1% in the next 3 years. STB is currently trading at a 2023 forward PE of 0.9 times compared to the Saturn medium at 1 times. Hispanics, company names and codes. Yeah, and that brings me to the end of my presentation today about banks. Uncertainties remain, but valuations are attractive. So if you want to open a legal trading account, please contact us with the information on the screen so that we can assist you. Like, subscribe our channel, and share this video to everyone to know more about our channel. So thank you for your listening and see you next time.